And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. Our game tonight featuring the Miami Heat as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Sabonis, Anunoby out there with Flagg. Then there's Edwards. And for Miami, we've got George. He's out there with Edgecombe. Malowacz out there with Dandridge. And it's Lopez in at the 4 spot. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
And it's Miami with the rebound. Pass to Edgecombe. Lopez, a screen on Edwards. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. The three-pointer, no good. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, there's some urgency to get to the basket off the drive by George.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And Flagg throws it down.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
Miami's on 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Edgecombe. Malowacz controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Picked his pocket. Dandridge against Anunoby. Lopez.
He takes advantage of him in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Stolen by George. Edwards against Dandridge. And stolen by Flagg. And it's the Lakers on the break. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Sabonis' screen on George. Inside. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The Heat have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Outside, George. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Lakers leading. Here's Edwards. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The Heat shooting 43% since taking the floor today. George with the screen on Edwards. Back to George. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
The jumper with a nice high release. George was ready to attack the second he got the ball.
Here's Flagg. And Flagg throws it down.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Outside, George. Lopez sets a screen for George. Elbow shot is on the way. That doesn't go either for George.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Tips it. Out to Edwards. Pass to Flagg. Just 5 on the clock. And Flagg throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Okay, fans, time to get on your feet and make some noise for your Miami Heat Panthers.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Heat. Tyler Hero comes in for VJ George. And Miami has possession. 6-point game. Hero passes to Edwards. Back to Hero. 6 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off.
Well, he's more than just a shooter. Hero can run offense, a solid ball handling option.
Lakers leading by 4. Screen by Antetokounmpo. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Russell sets a screen for Giannis. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Can't connect from short range.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Hero passes Dandridge. And stolen by Russell. And it's the Lakers on the break. That's good for George on the assist by Russell.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Los Angeles foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, what you have to love about Hero is how confident he is. Some of the shots he takes and makes demonstrate that to a T.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Chris Kamen's checked in for Mawar. Porter comes in for Dandridge. And it's VJ George in for Edgecombe. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Kamen, a screen on Powell. It's Porter outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Powell right side. Great tee that time from Edwards.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The Heat have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Jaren Jackson Jr., Anthony Edwards.
And so it's Cooper Flagg making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Edwards is out there with Chris Kaman. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then it's VJ George. And it's Hero in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. And sometimes they fall flat. But that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
And that one's good by Porter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Pass to Hero. Came in a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Kaman. Russell passes to Edwards. Second shot opportunity. The kick out to Anunoby. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 6. To the middle. Here's Kaman. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Russell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards, he is a bruiser.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change. But your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the paint. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Flagg. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Flagg's got 10 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Stolen by Anunoby. There's Anthony Edwards. The kick out to Anunoby. It's Flagg, top of the key. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one misses.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And some changes here for the Heat. Edgecombe comes in for Kevin Porter. And it's Tyler Hero in for VJ George. The wide open look here for Lopez. Trains the 3-pointer. Lopez has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Sabonis' screen on Hero. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet We still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
The Heat making a switch here. Donaldson's checked in. Outside, Hero. There's a screen. This one for three. Hands it from downtown. He's got 5.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Edwards with it. Picked up by Hero. Pass to Flagg. It's hauled in by the Heat. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Pass to Edgecombe. From past the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
The defense a step slow.
So for the Heat, the last game a loss to Chicago. It's deflected.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And it's Flagg with the rebound. Lakers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. To the inside. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Heat with some changes. Malwatch is checked in for Donaldson. And it's VJ George in for Tyler Hero. Giannis, he's checked in for the Lakers. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
There's the drive. Yep, it counts. Now that's 17 points for Cooper Flagg.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
5 on the clock. Lopez. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Here's the screen. And it's Murray penetrating. Pass to Flagg. No good with the wing jumper. Here's Daniels. And so it's Cooper Flagg making things happen for the Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Right back after this break.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they...
And now, not a bad... Thanks for joining us. Now let's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Cooper Flagg in this game, he has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Sabonis is out there with Russell. Then there's Powell. Then it's George.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Lopez, a screen on Powell. Releases, and he nails the jumper. Edgecombe's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Heat.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow a clean look.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
The Lakers leading. The layup off target. Now the Heat with it. Here's Lopez. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. George with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Pass to Dandridge. Now Edgecombe. Powell with the steal. Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. Down low. Big time slam, Giannis. Oh, my.
And maybe the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
It's hauled in by George. Los Angeles leading by 4. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. It's George on the wing. Banked in off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Edgecombe. And he lays it straight in. Edgecombe's got 4 points this quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Los Angeles. Edwards comes in for Powell. Edwards inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
Lopez outside. Lays it up off the glass. Lopez has got 9 points.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Also a screen on George. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Flagg is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Number 45.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And Flagg throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you.
All right, Allie. Thanks a lot.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
There's the screen to the middle. Here's Flagg. And Flagg throws it down.
Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Lopez. He lobs it up and stolen by Russell. Flagg with it. Lopez is there to the inside. Now Flagg, and Flagg throws it down.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And Miami making a change here. Edwards is checked in, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Here's Edgecombe. Edwards defending. To the paint. Here's Malawach. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Malawach has got 6.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on. Come on, Malawach.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from anyone. He embraces getting physical on the way up.
And Edwards drops them both. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Shot clock at 6. Giannis passes to Sabonis. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Sabonis. Simmons got his first basket of the night. The Heat trail by 10. Pass to Edwards. Here's Edgecombe. Edwards defending. Out to the right wing. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Now that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And some changes here for the Heat. Chris Kaman has checked in for Malawach. Porter comes in for Dandy. And it's Tyler Hero in for Edgecombe. Giannis dishes to Edwards. Outside, Simmons. Back to Edwards. Simmons sets a screen for Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass.
Mama ain't post a picture. Damn. Where she at?
The defense struggling to contain them.
Mama ain't even post a picture. Damn.
Porter looking it over. Here's Kaman. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Damn.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
Damn. Baby mama ain't even post a picture.
This is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam.
Damn.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Damn.
Inside. Kaman inside. Defended by Sabonis.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by the Heat. In transition, here comes Miami. And a wide open look for Porter. Miami no good on that time either. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead as they bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything coming in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Where she at?
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, but the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Kevin Porter.
Damn.
He's
Where
out
she
there
at?
with Tyler Hero. Dandridge is out there with Chris Kaman. And it's Lopez in at the power forward. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Let's go, Big Ben. Iceman.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down.
The Heat trail by 13. Lopez up top. Hero against Simmons. Hero passes to Porter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Look at Porter going into attack mode, getting his shot and a trip to the line.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
It's good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Keenan sets a screen for Porter. Hero against Simmons. Pass to Keenan. Puts up a three. Rebound the Lakers. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Hero, that's a two-pointer. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Simmons. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. The Heat trail by 10. Outside Porter. Hero on the wing. Fires it up. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Well, this team relies on Hero's offensive production. And tonight, he has delivered.
Timeout Lakers. And some changes here for the Heat. Malwatch is checked in for Kaman. Edgecombe comes in for Dandridge. And George is subbed in for Kevin Porter. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I had a chance to find out what Los Angeles' coach was going over with his guys. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Flagg with it. George picks him up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Dandridge, he's checked in for Miami.
Number 43, Flagg.
The Heat trail by 8. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to George. Here's Dandridge. Edgecombe with it. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. To the middle. Here's Flagg. And Flagg throws it down.
What a setup by Murray out of the pick and roll. That is quality offense.
George passes to Lopez. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Here's Edgecombe. Covered by a Coral. Clock at 6. Flagg with the rebound.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Takes it inside, and there's the dunk.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, right to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
They've led by as many as 14 points. Now Murray. Now Flagg. Strong move off the glass.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Here's Malowatch. George! The long shot, no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Flagg. Oh, that was a two-hander.
And that's his M.O. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Takes a step back. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
.125 left here in the fourth quarter. Drives to the hoop.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Make some noise once again for your Miami Heat dancers.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8. So he gets them both. Lakers shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Anunoby, no good from 3. The Heat shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Oh, my goodness!
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Malawach has gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Now Flagg. That one misses. Anunoby against Dandridge. Here's George. Dandridge with the screen on Edwards. Now George shoots the 3. Flagg with the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Timeout called the Lakers. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're behind by 7. Is what's your take?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
He takes it in. Oh, the dunk! And so Los Angeles takes the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Giannis, when your group is sharing the ball like this, how dangerous can this team be?
We can be really dangerous. You know, everybody can make shots. Everybody on the floor, they're basketball players. And the most part, we're having fun.
Winning's a lot easier when the shots are going in, that's for sure. Thanks so much.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Cooper Flagg.
Yo, I'll be back. I'm not done, but I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to come back and play some more games. I make niggas better